today I was in the area, so I thought I'd pay a visit to Vanworx because I thought they would have something rather special here, and I haven't been disappointed. There is lots of amazing stuff here. I'm going to take you inside the brand new showroom, see what's inside there, and also give a bit of a hint at what you might actually find if you come to the open day on Saturday. Let's get on inside. So I've come into the new showroom, and this showroom isn't actually finished yet, but they have, like I said, an open day coming this Saturday, and I'm going to be coming along to find out what's going on, because there's going to be something in here which I haven't seen yet, and I am really keen to see. But today there are actually several vans in here, and we're going to have a quick walk round just to see what they've got. But look at this showroom, it is rather cool. There is a lot going on in here, and I'm keen to see when it is finished. But yes, let's first of all have a look at what we've got in here. So Vanworx do build various different conversions, and they build on the different platforms, different conversions, different camper vans based on the Ford Transit Custom chassis, the Ford Teneo, the Campervan vehicle. They've got the VW Transporter, and also the convert on the MAN TGE, the VW Crafter, and we do have one of those there, which I shall pop into in a minute. But this one here, this is a day van setup, and if you keep watching the channel over the next few weeks, you're actually going to see me and a new van which I've bought, and it's going to have a bit of a mix of a setup. So at the moment I'm kind of looking out for different ideas, and ideas which I can see in here could well be coming towards my new van. So this is a day van. It's got the Moby frame bed which is on the rails, as you can see. So you've got this large area here, and then round the back you've also got a reasonable sized area at the moment because the actual seat is in the middle. But you can see that that seat can come all the way to the back, and if that seat comes all the way to the back, then the luggage area in here is going to be even bigger. But then the seat can also come right to the very front, and then you can load larger items in the back. So it can be fitted with a pod system such as this one. So this one, as you can see, it's got induction hob, so it's going to have battery power, and then that induction hob is going to allow you to do cooking. But it's a simplistic idea, it's a simplistic setup, so you can be having the large space of the van and then still have the camper facilities as well. As you can see, this one's got a popped up roof. So popped up roof coming up here. And you can see this is on the sprung system. I do like a nice sprung system. So you've got this nice mattress on here. And this particular popped up is a Remo roof. And you can see the vent there, which all popped ups these days should have. Window at the front, completely open inside. Canvases here, and then the blackout. And then you've got the strip lighting on the roof as well. So really good popped up. Remo is one of the premium brands as far as a popped up roof is concerned, something which you will see in the higher end builds because it is a good popped up. So this particular vehicle is a Ford Transit, and this one is the 6-speed manual. Now obviously each of the vans which they've got in here are going to be available on different platforms, so whether that's going to be the Ford Transit, the VW Transporter, and also manual or automatic. You can see this one has got some really nice upholstery. So it's got the suede Alcantara in the middle there, and then on the outside it's got the leather trim, and it has got twin armrests. So I am guessing this has been built on the Campervan chassis, because the Campervan comes with twin armrests. In the sliding door here, to utilise the space which you have, which is normally dead space in the side of the door, they've got the locate table, which will come with pretty much all of the camper vans, I think, from Vanworx. Really good idea, because that table can be utilised inside the van and also outside the van as well. We've also got an interesting idea for actually blacking out outside. You've got these insulated curtains here, these insulated blinds which unclip and roll down. and then you're keeping that heat in, which you're going to need to keep it in when you're in the winter. On a day like today though, you're certainly going to be wanting to keep that out. And I've seen a lot of vehicles whilst I've been on my travels today, which you've got the insulated things on the outside, because yes, at the moment it is still over 30 degrees in here. Anyway, let's have a look at the next van, and the next van is also on the Ford Transit, and this one is the slipper conversion. So the slipper is a camper conversion which Vanworx have been building for many years. I think they've been in business now for 18 years, and this is kind of the original, and over those years it's just been developed, it's been revised, it's been improved. As different technologies come available into the market and people's requirements are actually changing, they've just amended it and made it, just improved it as it goes along. So this, what we see in here now, starts from, I think it's £65,000, and as you can see, it's got a two-seater rib bed in the back with Isofix. So obviously if you're carrying children in the child seats, you've got the Isofix fittings there. It comes with a Webasto diesel heater. So although this vehicle may start at £65,000, it does have a premium diesel heater. You've got the control panel here. Nice Vanworx logo there. So control panel, and from there you can control your various different functions from your van. You've got cupboard area, opening cupboard area. You've got a larger cupboard space at the back there for storing your larger items. And then as far as the kitchen's concerned, you've got a 2-burner gas hob, and you've got a sink as well for washing those dishes. So despite the price point of this vehicle being only from £65,000, you can see that they're still using premium materials like this work surfaces. And I actually like this. You know, sometimes you just see these work surfaces and it's kind of like just one piece going over there and then the kind of cupboard comes here. But I like this nice design which you've got here. And then as far as the units are concerned, the look of these units, they're really good looking units. Lightweight materials. Those doors and those catches are locked, so nothing, pots and pans aren't going to come flying out when the catches don't quite fasten as they should. You've got this pull-out unit here, and I think this is a really good idea for space. Now, sometimes when you have a camper van, you often need something which stores some kind of larger items, and that is a perfect way of doing that. Yes, you do sometimes find them coming down here, but when they do come out down this side, it sometimes means that you can't actually swivel that front driver's seat. So having it there and doing it the way it does it there, you can have the best of both worlds. Lots of more drawers. So you've got these drawers here. So that one's for cutlery, and it's soft close, as you can see, just pops back in there. You've got a Dometic 50-litre fridge with removable freezer compartment there. You've got your salad drawers down the bottom, and it opens this way. So with the work surface here, you can quite easily just take things out and do your cooking. So around the side here, you've got the outlet there for the diesel heater. So Webasto diesel heater, as we've said, that can vent out there. And as you can see, as I've mentioned, swivel seat on the driver and also swivel seat on the passenger as well. Base fan for this one is the Transit Torneo, so this is on the Camperdona vehicle. So again, you've got the twin armrests. This one in particular is the automatic, so it's the 170 horsepower automatic variant. And you can see it's got the black gloss around the dials, around the displays there, which is something which you do get in that Camperdona. Now, as far as pop-top's concerned, so the pop-top in this one is an Oztops roof. So Oztops roof, so slightly different than the one which we've just been in before, but it still does contain the sprung bed. So the sprung bed, so this one is in particular is the Frolly bed, and you've got this mattress on top here. And again, the canvas opens out, so you've got these zips here, so you can unzip the blackout, and then that leaves the mesh there. So that mesh is obviously there to prevent any insects, bugs, etc. getting in. Around the front, we've got a nice opening window here, which will obviously close up so you can black that out. Around the back, it's already prepared, so you can actually feed a cable down from the roof, down the back there. So if you've got a solar panel on the roof, you can feed the cable down that side there. So popped up, fantastic popped up, really comfortable. Slept in these beds loads and loads of times now, and they're really easy to put down because when you're actually putting them down, they actually come down on these straps, so there's no kind of balance in it when you've got the handles and you're trying to see if it's actually just going to slam down on you and trap the canvas once you're actually pulling it down. It's really easy to pull down on those straps, and even if you are quite small, because not everybody's really tall, it's easy just to kind of pull those straps down. So even for shorter people, it's a popped up that's easy to put down. Now you've got these lights here, so LED reading lights. As you can see there, just touch it and it comes on. So really handy when you're lying in bed. If you're in the popped up there, you've got a reading light, and then you've also got a USB-C. This is a modern light. Not often seeing many of these in the market at the moment. A lot of them are still USB-A, but this one is the USB-Cs. So that is the slipper. So just quickly coming round the back, because it is the rib bed, it does give you this large storage space at the back. So you've got this shelf, because the bed does kind of pop down. This will also go up as well, so you can actually have the kind of the full height of the back. You've got the storage underneath the bed, and you can access this from both sides. So the rib bed does enable you to have a large storage area at the back. And as you can see, you've got this large one here, and then inside the back here, you can see a storage cupboard, and then you've got the gas locker behind. So that looks like it's going to be fitting a camping gas bottle, one of the more popular ones. A gas bottle, which I have myself, and I'll be showing you something very good about that in a couple of upcoming videos. Something else which they've got nicely on this is the water filling tank. So the water filler is on the inside of the tailgate there, so it's not got the flaps on the outside, which a lot of camper vans do have, but personal preference, as far as I'm concerned, I do like that nice clean exterior look, unless they've been hidden away by a nice smart ladder, which I showed on another camper van which I saw recently. So yeah, so that's the slipper. So a camper van which, like I say, has been in existence for many years, been updated over the years, been improved, just been generally made better. But the reason that that van is still going is because it's been really popular. But quickly, just before I depart, I wanted to show you the fact that Vanworx make these incredible vans. Now, I had absolutely no intention of making a video today, so I didn't really know what was going to be here. Don't actually know an awful lot about this van, but I am going to come back and I'm going to do some proper videos on some of their vans very soon. But I believe that this one is a customer's van. So you can see from the outside it's a MAN TGE, and it's got the laser lights on the top. It's got the two-lay wind-out awning. It's got the fridge that opens both ways. It's a simple thing, but it makes such a difference because you can open it from the outside and you can also open it from the inside. So you can see leather upholstery on this one, and it's got two different materials, two different colours. I'm not going to touch it. It is a customer's van, so I don't want to be putting my fingers all over it, but it's leather insert and also leather on the outside, and it's got the Vanworx embossing there. This is the newer model, so it's got the updated entertainment system, the updated digital dials, and as you can see, it is the automatic. So they've got this lovely dinette table here, and they've got these nice seats here, which are also leather upholstered. These seats do also move, they do also recline as well, so you're not just in that fixed position, which some of them can have, which can sometimes, it can just be completely flat, like 90 degrees, but these are really nice supportive seats. You've got some cupboards over the top. You can see you've got your heater control there. You've got 2-burner induction hob. Is it 2-burner? Do you call it a burner when it's an induction hob? No, you don't, do you? It's an induction hob with 2 rings. You've got your sink. So you sink with this, I believe it's a Corian work surface. And yeah, I mean, that's lovely, nice and weighted Corian. careful to put that back in there. Sorry customer, if you ever do see this video, I have taken as much care as I possibly can. You've got these nice little storage areas, little pockets here for storing your items in there. You've got some more storage along the top, and then you've got your control panel here with the Vanworx logo on it. Double bed at the back, so sleeping across, so you can see you've got some pods on the outside, storage units above, and again, these are the modern reading lights. I won't touch them, but the modern reading lights, and they will have the USB-C for the modern devices. Fan, extractor fan there, certainly something you're going to need today. And then you've got this beautiful ceiling, this suede effect ceiling, which you can just about see there. Really, really nice finish to it. And then LED lights throughout. Got some LED lights around the top, giving this halo effect. And that looks really, really nice. Rear speakers. And then here you have another fan. And this one has got the insulation to make sure that you're keeping the heat in. Again, not something which you're really wanting to be doing on a day like today. You want to be getting that heat out. Definitely get that heat out. It's still 30 odd degrees. You've got this cupboard. You've got a shower. So this shower, again, tambour door. And I've mentioned tambour doors recently. I think they're really quite good. Rather than having the door opening that way, if you've got nothing there, then a tambour door is good. But obviously some conversions do have kind of toilet recesses going there, which means that you can't have a tambour door, so you do need the opening one. And then some people do prefer that opening one because you get a little bit more privacy. So you've got a Thetford toilet, drop down sink. I'll just pop that down. So drop down sink, which pops down there, giving the hot and cold water, and then a shower above the top there. And then importantly, you've got an extractor. Extract any of those smells which you might have in there. So getting around the back, you've got a ladder to get at the top. Sometimes some people say that these ladders are really narrow and you can't fit 2 feet in them. Really? You're getting into a bed, you're never really going to put 2 feet on. You're going to step 1 foot on and then 1 foot in. Worst case scenario, you're going to step one on there, one on there. You're never ever going to put 2 feet together. That's why these steps are narrow. But tambour door there, so that pops up. And we shall walk around the back to see what's in the back there. First of all, you've got an external table there, so that fridge opening both ways. You can put your seats out here, put your chairs out here, you could be eating out here, open the fridge, grab another drink, and stick it on the table there. So outside, spare wheel on the back doors, often seen in these type of conversions. You got your door pockets around the back, you got your blinds there with opening windows. Do like an opening window at the back. Sit out looking at the view in the morning when you've just woken up, birds are tweeting, sun's just rising. Perfect. This has got a paddleboard pump. Paddleboard pump, really good. I think on a van, if you've got a van which is big enough to cater for something like that, and you're an outdoor kind of person and you're using your paddleboards, your inflatable kayaks and things like that, I think that's just a really, really good addition. So yes, this van has got it, and that backs onto the electrical cupboard. So in the electrical cupboard, and you've got all the electrical components, and I believe this one has been fitted out with Master Volt electrics. So yeah, so there you go. That's just a quick wander around, and just through there is a workshop. Now, I've seen some things today which I didn't know I was going to be seeing, and I've got rather excited about. Now, this Saturday coming up, the 4th of July, Vanworx have actually got an open day. So they're opening up the showroom here. There's going to be lots of vans what people are going to be able to see, and in here there is going to be a van which is really, really special. And that was the van I came to see today, and I didn't get to see it. So that means I'm going to have to come back next Saturday morning. So Saturday morning, the 4th of July, I am going to come here and I'm going to be having a look at that van, and no doubt doing another video again. So yeah, so this was just a completely unplanned walk around of Vanworx today. So if you haven't seen any of the other videos which I've done previously about campervans, and also the Vanworx Chessel video, then you can have a look at that video here. Thanks for watching, take care, and I hope to see you soon.